and out it comes straight into the tube, shy wax. This patient, let's call him Harris Swift. I know we shouldn't have a favourite patient, but in this case I have to say I 100% do, and Harris is that patient. We're starting off on Harris's left side, sticky wax, no pre-oiling done by him, so I'm working on it as it is. The consistency is quite sticky, and the reason for the removal today was feedback from his hearing aids, which we needed to stop immediately. So I commence, and you can see that I've attempted at oiling here, but due to Harris's mobility, I wasn't quite able to get him into a position where the oil trickled down to the eardrum, which would have been ideal, but as I always say, we work with what we have in front of us. And out it comes straight into the tube, shy wax. A short pause here. If you love satisfying ear cleanings like this, make sure you're subscribed to Wax Off so you don't miss the next one. That means I don't have to clear the end of the Zollner, and so I can proceed to suction the residues off the canal wall. I get hold of the wax in the deeper aspect, and that too does a great disappearing act. Now this is one of those videos where I've really enjoyed looking at the finesse of the cleaning process. I know we usually want the juicy earwax removals with huge plugs, but this was really nice for me to watch back and narrate. I'm gently allowing the suction tip to just hover over and lightly touch the wax, which makes it go straight into the tube, slowly moving towards the entrance here with the suction. These deeper residues are actually small layers of skin with the residue on top, and they come away quite nicely. On the outer parts of the ear, I can let the tip of the suction touch the skin as it's not sensitive in the ears and the skin is thicker and more padded. And again, coming back to the outside, removing some from the outer aspect and back in again. This does actually allow the patient a bit of reprieve from the Zollner being in one place for too long, and we are done. Here's the final shot of the eardrum covered in the oil, but everything looks good here. A happy, healthy eardrum. Now I move over to the right side. Again, there's been an attempt to oil here, but not terribly successful because of patient mobility. This time it has actually penetrated the smaller amount of wax better, as the fragment of soft wax has been oily enough to be completely sucked into the tube immediately. Once again, starting off gently around the periphery before I bring the Zollner to the outer part of the ear canal to remove the residue with the suction tube contacting the skin. And here we have the final view of the right eardrum. Everything looks good here, and most importantly, we have a patient who no longer has hearing aids that are feeding back. And that's the end of this week's episode of Wax Off. Please keep commenting on my videos. I love to read your comments and I do reply to them. So thank you so much for watching. Keep liking, subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.